Okay.
Right, Saab 96, obviously we went through and showed our rusty problems. So started on this side yesterday. So had to make the bottom of the wing and the bottom of the sill and everything under there. So that's all in and done, nice and square. I've laid a plate in here, I've got to finish a little bit there, but what I want to do is jack it right up in the air to get underneath it. I don't want to get underneath it at the moment while I can do other welding. All of that inner wheel arch was missing. So all this has got to be ground up, obviously, to make it look a bit prettier before you underseal it all. So that's that bit done where the big hole was, like on the other side. All I want to do now is just repair this shock mount here. It's only a little tiny bit, but we might as well get it this side finished, and then I can go on to the other side, yeah?
Okay.
So just do that little bit, I'll clean it up, see what we've got. There's a little hole there. But that there is the original metal, but it's been plated on the inside. So we know it's plated and we know it's safe. I just want to make this look right, because they will fail it on that.
Yeah.
So just that little bit there. All the under seal. Like I say, it's not pretty by any way or form, but it's doing what it needs to do, you know.
So the first step is just to get as much away loose stuff as possible.
Yeah, just get all your crap out of the way, because all it does is bung the gun up, bung your grinding disc up, and also you're making sure there's no other holes in there, you know. I should be able to get a weld in there with a bit of luck. I'll just replace that section there. Right, let's get the air on. Right, so put a plate over here first, yeah?
Okay.
And then we get that little bit of weld in there, and then we'll just fold a piece to go round back onto it. About there, that should do us. I can tap that round under there then. Right, that'll go in there, okay. You can tap him round underneath.
Is it a particular steel or grade of steel that you
Nah, just mild steel, and I tend to get 0.8 of a millimetre, because it's, you can cut it with the snips all right. You go up 1, 1.1, 1.2, you can't cut it with the snips. So you get something that you can cut with the snips, just makes life a lot quicker.
Okay.
And you can, it's bendable.
Pliable, yeah.
It's pliable, yeah.
Why do you hammer? Is it to get it into shape?
Yeah, just to bend it round that lip. I'll see if it will weld. I might have to take the shocker out. Probably have to change them anyway. I think they're bollocks. So. I'll weld up round that bottom lip. Right, that's that little bit done.
Beautiful.
Well, it doesn't have to be, that's the point. I mean, in restoration terms, you take the shock out, take this whole brace out, remake the brace, weld up all behind it, clean it all up and put it back in.
Yeah.
But you're 4 hours, 5 hours down the line.
Yeah.
That's taking 20 minutes. You know, it's how far do you go? I mean, none of it's beautiful by any way or form, but it'll pass an MOT. Which is what the guy wanted. He's not worried cosmetically, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, you could spend... I mean, if you had this shop lasted, you'd be here 2-3 months.
Yeah.
You know, if you did it all absolutely correctly. But that's not what we're looking for, you know.
Onwards and upwards then.
Yeah, just keep going for the next 4 days.
Just explain what you're doing then.
Just making a template up, so basically by wasting a bit of paper, I haven't got to cut a big chunk of steel out and then shape it in. I can draw around that.
Yeah.
And then we've got our template for the plate we want to go in. So about there, that should be enough.
So on that side panel that you're looking to repair there, because that actually is no further hole towards the back of the car.
This one here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you just do that whole plate there instead of the one patch that you're doing?
No.
Why is that?
Because the larger the patch you make, the harder it is to wiggle it all into the little holes and shapes you've got to get it into.
Okay.
And also I want to use as minimum amount of metal as I can.
Okay.
Basically, that's the only reason why. Right. So that's the centre of our dip. That's the centre of our dip. From there to there. That goes all the way up. That stops about there. Those wheels that are in it are for making a step joddle,
Okay.
which I'll show you. I've done one on the car, I'll show you in a minute. I'll just show you how that works. Okay, so that puts your step in there like that, yeah? I'll show you the one I've done in there. Well, we want to put a circular line in there.
How are you selecting your rollers?
Well, I want to fit, there's a dip inside the panel that's existing.
Yeah.
Don't want it to stick out too far, so we don't want to do a dip as wide as that. We want one that will just sit inside it.
Okay.
So go with the second narrowest one. The small one's very small. So we want our bead going inwards. So that's the wrong way round. So I want to go that way. So I'll just go and mark that. Oh, I can do it from here probably. I'm just going to get my pen. Hold on. Right, so I want the bead going inwards. Well, I'll put the wheels in the other way up, it would have made more sense. Me being stupid, I've done it like that. Give that one go like that. Right, that'll do us. Give that a hammer up. So that just puts your nice bead in there. And that will fit down in the slot that's already there. You can put these in a wheeling machine, like obviously when I've done that, it will put a bow in it.
Yeah.
But you can pre-stress them on a wheeling machine. So you put a curve in the panel opposite to the way you're pressing, and then it stops it, what they call plink plonk. Plink plonk. Ding dong. So that fits nicely in our groove that's already there, yeah?
Yeah.
So now what I'll do is mark that up, and then we can cut out all the rust that's there before you weld back in again. So now that I can cut that out, yeah? Well, just inside that, you want to go about there. And then that panel that reinforces for the mud flap, once that metal's out of the way, I'm going to clean that up and put just a little right angle in it. Done. Right, I'll do that bottom bit when I've got it jacked right up, which I'm going to do today. I think I wasn't going to attempt the underneath of the petrol tank yet, but I might as well do it, because that's the second most horriblest bit to do.
That's one of the biggest parts as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that's done. Obviously that little bit there now, that top corner and that are the real major bits. The rest of it is all just sort of flat plate. Whereas you can see how putting a flat plate in
How quick it is, yeah.
doesn't take very long at all, really.